First carry now for Trey Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Lance now on first down. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for the Niners.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun now for Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Lance now to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lance, a give now to Sermon. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a good one. Probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal. That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field, and he wasn't letting the offense go with him at all. He said, we're staying out here, and we're picking this one up. That's some leadership right there.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Open man is Duvernay. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Buying time to his left. Able to push his way through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. From the gun, they'll try to run it. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun, it's Lance. And incomplete on the deep ball.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. After the interception, here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did. Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. This time, the extra point up and good. His guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head.
He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
They go play action now. Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for the Niners. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a play fake. Lance looking downfield for Jones. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Lance. That's to the right side. Complete to Kittle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Adafe Owe there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Sermon. Big hole up the middle. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be marked brought down at the 26 with a gain of 7. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you. Throwing on first down is Lance. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Sermon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On the handoff, Sermon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Sermon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Trey Sermon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Ravens answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance going to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, it's Lance. And able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 29, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive starts with a carry by Sermon. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
believe most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Fielded at the 33. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So that a 56-yard punt with a 14-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And he'll go right back to Andrews. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing, Jackson. Flush to his right. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a 1st down, and he gives himself up there at the end. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Man, I got you. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
No game on this defense, no game.
Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Tucker with the extra point.